PSG 2, Liverpool nil, in what is a disgrace of a game from a Liverpool perspective, and an absolute incredible game from a PSG perspective. They were top of their game today. They were top of their game today from a possession perspective, but not from a finishing perspective because Dembele was have an absolute stinker up there. Let's be serious. Dembele could have had three goals today, 3 goals today, and and even Desiree is all missing a few chances here and there, but they should have won this game at least 5 or 6. And how it is 2-0 is shocking. It's surprising. It's honestly, I'm surprised that we got out of there 2-0. I'm so very surprised. But yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I really want to talk about the manager. I want. Oh, it's not. I want to talk. I don't even want to call him the manager. I want to call him the coach. I want to talk about the coach. I want to talk about the players. But I'm not going to talk about the players. For me, it's not. None of this is on the players for me. Not today. Not today. For me, this is all on the coach. The coach has had an absolute stinker. Today, the coach, this honest lot, we've talked about it all season. Week in, week out, year in, year out. The coach, the manager, what is he doing? What is he doing with these players? Why is he not platforming them well? Why is he not putting them in the place to succeed? Stuff like that. Today, he plays the 5 at the back. Maybe that was the right decision. Maybe it wasn't. But again, after 1-0 in 60 minutes and towards the 60th minute, he's the one that decided not to make changes. Not to make changes after we all know, after we all can see what he's done, after we all can see how the players are playing. And it's very surprising. It's very, very surprising that, of course, the manager does this when the whole season, 5 at the back, sort of the whole season he complains about 5 at the back. The whole season he complains about deep blocks. The whole season he complains about throw-ins and stuff, long throws and stuff like that. And that's why he's planned with Gomez and stuff like. Honestly, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me. Gomez had a strong performance today. Honestly, he's one of the players that I'm surprised about. Fair play to Gomez. He did well today. He did the best he could. Ekatike, he did the best he could. Vert, he did the best he could. Someone's like, he did the best he could. What can he do? Kirkers, he did the best he could. The players, I look at the players and think, this is the best they could do at the situation. This is the best they could do. I don't blame any of the players. What I do blame is the manager. The manager who's meant to have a bit of knowledge, meant to have a bit of know-how, saying, these players are doing the best they can, but is that good enough? Is that good enough? So we got to make a change. It's looking a little bit leggy. The players are looking a bit leggy. It's 60 minutes in, plus pretty much. They're looking leggy. Can we take them off? Can we take Gravenberch off? Can we take Sobos off? Can we take this person off? Honestly, for me, the players that shouldn't have come off came off. The players that shouldn't have come off came off. And I looked at Gravenberch, I looked at McAllister. The players that should have came off, didn't come off. And it's funny, honestly, it's really funny. Like, I'm surprised how Salah is just, and there's a real kick in the teeth for Salah at the end that he stayed on the bench for 90 minutes. Stayed on the bench for 90 minutes, and Trainee only came on over him. It's a real kick in the teeth. Just tells you where he was. Just tells you he was right. It just shows that he was right. The club hanged him out to dry throughout the season. It was treating him like a scapegoat. And for 90 minutes against PSG, away from home in one of the biggest games of the season, dropped completely, and not even put on. He wasn't wrong. He was just early. He wasn't wrong. I 100% agreed with him at the time. I just think he was a bit too early on the presser. He just went a bit too early. And when you're a bit too early and and the club is just is not doing well at the time, you could seem like, oh, you're egotistical. You could seem like you're all these other things. But he was right. He was right about everything. Let's be serious. And of course, the PSG players, Kvaratskhelia, Nuno Mendes, João Neves. Oh, honestly, unbelievable footballers. Unbelievable. Top class. John Neves for me, is man of the match. For me, the man of the match. For me, honestly, he was incredible, unbelievable. Like some of the passes, like you think Xavi, Iniesta, and all those players in their prime making those kind of passes. Pirlo, those kind of players. And John Neves is honestly, if he keeps going the way he's going, could be up there with the best of them. Honestly, like I said, I'm not putting any of the onus on the players today. The manager can hold it. It's all on the manager for me. The manager's had a howler. The manager's had a stinker. You could saw it from again the five of the back thing. Honestly, is that how I expect us to play like that if Xabi Alonso ends up coming in next season? But again, what surprises me that we did end up playing. It doesn't surprise me that honestly it did surprise me that we played five at the back. But it's honestly like against PSG side, can you allow it? I'll allow it. I'll say fairs. We're playing five at the back against top PSG side. I'll respect it. So I'm like, okay, I understand. But again, in a certain moment of time, when there's subs that need to be made, and I can see that subs need to be made. Anyone with basic football understanding, basic footballing knowledge, you can tell that needs certain subs that needs to be made. Not everything, maybe 2 or 3. He makes 4 in the 77th minute or 78th minute. When we're 2-0 down already, and probably the tie's already lost. Probably, let's be serious. Because you think they're coming to Anfield just to muck about? They're coming to Anfield to win though as well. They're coming to Anfield to score, like they did before. Honestly, like if Honest thinks that's gonna get any of the fans happy or going for the next game, or any motivation for the next game, then you're sorely mistaken. Because none of the fans will ever believe. You've turned the fans from believers to doubters again. Klopp famously used the words doubters to believers. You've turned the fans from believers to doubters. That's what you've done. It was awful. Again, it was awful, and the fans honestly don't respect the manager anymore. I don't think a lot of the fans respect the manager anymore. You can see that the chanting Xabi Alonso's name. Honestly, like booing in the pitch, like honestly, like if Anfield has gotten to the point where it's gotten a bit toxic, and from the fans as well, same thing with the fans, it's gotten a bit toxic. So if you expect the fans in the Anfield to be cheering like the 12th man, like I think after if PSG score first, I think that's it. I think that's it from the fans. I think that's it from the players. I think that's it from everything. That's what honestly I think. But yeah, pretty depressing. But an honest, it's what you call an honest match review of the game and a match reaction of the game, because that is what it is for me. That's what it is for me. If you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed, and hit the notification bell, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. That's straight from Musa, and peace.